How you can develop an unbeatable trading mind. Stay tuned, we're going to talk about that next. G'day traders, I'm Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading, and today we're going to be talking about how to develop an unbeatable trading mind. I've just finished reading Mark Devine's Unbeatable Mind book, and if you don't know who Mark Devine is, Mark was a Navy SEAL commander for 20 years. He was the Trident in his graduating SEAL class. He's also developed multi-million-dollar businesses. He's written 3 books, 3 at this point. He runs SEAL Fit Academy, just an all-around incredible human being, an amazing material that he's put together in terms of developing people in all areas of their life to achieve more, become more, and contribute more. But what I got out of the Unbeatable Mind book, which if you haven't got it, I'll put the link below, absolutely must-read book. In terms of developing yourself in all areas. I talk about this in my 7-step daily routine, but I'm going to go through and talk about what Mark talks about, and again I'll put the link below. Absolutely must read book. How we can apply these principles to trading, we'll talk about that as well. The first premise is basically you need to win in your mind first before you can win in the battlefield. And you know, Sun Tzu, every battle is won before it's fought. And that Mark talks about you have to have a winning mindset. And I talk about this in the 7-step daily routine, that if you haven't got it, go to my homepage, get it. It's about building the belief, the confidence, the winning mindset, being bulletproof and unbreakable mentally, so that regardless of the ups and downs that you're challenged with, whether it just be in your trading or in other areas of your life, you have developed the skills, the mental capacity, the self-awareness, the physical strengths, the things that are going to help build you consistently day after day and build your belief system so that nothing can stop you from achieving what it is that you want to achieve in terms of your vision, your personal vision in terms of your whole life, but not only that, but your trading plan. You know, 90% of traders fail, and I'm going to suggest that the bulk of that is that most people are searching for better systems, entry and exit systems. They're looking for the holy grail systems. But the majority of traders actually fail because they fail psychologically and individually in terms of their following through on executing their plan, their money management. They become emotionally disoriented. They trade illogically, impulsive, irresponsibly. They do damage to their account. And I know because I've done that. So you need to win in your mindset first, and that builds discipline and confidence through the day in and day out actions. But you need to develop a winning mindset that you know that you're going to be flawlessly executing your system, but you're also going to be executing in the other daily habits and routines that are going to be congruent with producing the results that you want in your life. Winning mindset. Then he talks about starving and feeding. Now on the cover of the book there's a picture of Mark and he's staring down a wolf. And he talks about the 2 wolves, the wolf of fear and the wolf of courage. And the question is which wolf wins the battle? Now, of course the answer is the wolf that you feed. So the question is, which wolf are you feeding? Are you feeding the wolf of fear or the wolf of courage? And this comes back again to the 7-step daily routine. The daily routine I talk about is all about bulletproofing your mindset. Everything starts in your mind. It starts right in that first premise. If you have negativity and fear and hope and greed in your mindset in your trading, we all know where that's going to lead you. But if you're reinforcing your mindset with things that are going to build confidence, what type of material are you reading? What are you listening to on your MP3 player or on your audiobooks? What types of videos are you watching? What types of material are you reading online? What types of things are you putting into the supercomputer that are going to ensure your longevity when you face some uphill challenges, which we know you're going to face? You know, I talked about Peter Brandt. If saw my other video, Peter went through an 11-month or 13-month drawdown, and he's been trading for 40 years. He's an incredible trader. He's one of the probably the purest classical chartists. Very knowledgeable man, but he's got all this experience, and here's a gentleman who talks about going through this extended drawdown, which, you know, at this stage in his career, most people would think that doesn't happen to, but that's part of trading. So the only way you can get through that is by having the resolve, the commitment, the perseverance to a greater vision, knowing that the principles that you're following and the trading plan that you're following are going to take you out of that and produce the results that you need. And Peter talks about that when he came out of that drawdown. He had a few big trades that actually eliminated a huge portion of that, and that's typical of a market that, you know, some of the markets when they tend to go through those cycles. So which wolf are you feeding? Stop watching the news. Stop watching reality TV. Stop reading the newspaper. Stop filling your head with things that are irrelevant and not related to you fulfilling your purpose or your mission. Now, you can spend time doing that, but that's a distraction, and that's going to take you away from feeding your mind the wolf of courage. So bulletproof your mindset with the things that are going to reinforce you fulfilling your vision over the longer term. Breathing. Breathing is one of the best ways to stabilize your physiology under stress. And that can happen when you are experiencing drawdowns, or if you're day trading, you're on the screen and you're going to size, or you're building up to trading larger sizes, which can be significant. And if you're focusing on your profit and loss, your physiology will respond to that. And one of the best ways that Mark talks about controlling your mind and stabilizing your mind and keeping it out of fight-flight. If you're in fight-flight, you're in limbic brain, which is the lowest level state of thinking, which is survival value, which means you're irrational, is breathing. And he talks about a method called box breathing. And what that is taking a breath in for 5 seconds, then holding it for 5 seconds, exhaling for 5 seconds, and then holding that again on exhale for 5 seconds. So that box breathing method, deep diaphragmatic breathing, helps to take your body out of fight-flight. It lowers your heart rate, it lowers your physiology into a more calmer state, which keeps your mental state more focused and clear. So breathing is a really critical way to maintain your self-awareness and maintain your focus and control while you're trading and in any other types of fight-flight situations. Mark uses an example. He was doing a training exercise. He was in the ocean, I think, somewhere, but his goggles and his equipment came off, and he had to be brought back by another member of his team. And he had his, I think, his respirator on, but all he had to do was he could only close his eyes and focus on his breathing. And he said it was amazing that took 2 hours to get back under this stressful situation. And he said it seemed like 40 minutes because he was just able to relax and control his breathing, and that helped keep him out of panicking and situation that could have caused a lot of distress for both him and his teammate. So, number 4. What is the one thing and the 3 P's? So what is your one thing? What is the one thing that you want to do with your time here on the planet? How is that connected to what you're doing this week? How's that connected to what you're going to do today? And how's that connected to your trading? So I talk about this again. The first step in my 7-step daily routine is work on your vision. What is it that you really want? You know, to really excel or to succeed at trading as a profession, you need to be all in. You're competing against some of the best people in the world. They're probably better educated. I say this all the time. They've probably had access to better information, better equipment. They're probably previously elite performers in other fields, whether professional athletes or professionals in their career. but these are highly driven people, highly skilled, and if they're working in the banking industry, they've got tons and tons of odds that put them in a higher position to succeed. So what's going to make the difference for you, and what is that one thing that's going to pull you day in and day out to consistently be doing the right things, to be sharpening your edge, to be showing constant improvement, focused on progress day in and day out, and to be doing the right thing. And doing the right thing means executing your plan flawlessly, managing your risk appropriately in your position sizing, and maintaining the self-awareness and the emotional orientation while you're trading. The 3 P's of that are, of course, are purpose, passion, and principles. So Mark talks about, we just sort of highlighted purpose and passion. You got to, I think you probably wouldn't be here, you're interested in trading if you weren't passionate about it. Now, lots of people are passionate because they want to make a lot of money. But then what they find is that, they take a course or they take some courses, they think it's going to be easy, and then they head down the rabbit hole and it doesn't quite go as planned. So that's where you have to determine, is that passion going to drive you to the next level, to lift heavy and do the work required on yourself, and technically to hone your skills so that you can succeed at trading? Because, again, it's less than 5%. So the question I have for you is, what are you going to be doing differently than the other 95% that's going to ensure that you succeed at this? So I think it has to be a deep, deep burning passion to succeed at trading. And of course, principles. Part of me doing this blog is that I believe in sharing the material that I've been exposed to and that I continue to expose myself to. I believe that there's so much garbage out there on the internet about trading and gimmicks and false, phony garbage, and people have been ripped off and they've spent copious amounts of money, and a lot of that comes from the industry. But I do believe that in order to succeed, and why I love Mark Devine's stuff, he's such an individual of integrity and value, and I believe that if you're focused on constant progress, it's impossible for you to not be functioning at a higher level in terms of principles and integrity. So number 5, an uncommon resolve. You need to have an uncommon resolve, and what I mean by that is that, are you going to be able to get through the tough time?
Hi traders, it's Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at staceyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High-Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.